now. And okay, everybody, this is Roger Rowe. Thank you guys for coming. And I think most of you here are actually on my mailing list. I think many of you are on my mailing list, and you guys know the kind of stuff that I like, to get down and dirty stuff, and of course you like it too, because that's why you're in my forum and on my list. And I want to tell you guys about Holly Starks Cooper, who is joining us tonight to show us a few things about what she's been doing. And when I met Holly in Raleigh, Holly, what was it, 3 months ago?
Yeah, about that. 2-3 months ago, something like that.
Somewhere in there anyway. And when I found out what Holly was doing, I was immediately interested, and actually I was really, really impressed. I haven't told her that yet, but I was really, really impressed.
Really?
Really impressed. And because, you know, what you do, Holly, is mostly is a man's game, you know, and
yeah,
just the fact that you're doing it makes you a badass. The fact that you're a woman doing it makes you a super badass. And that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, there's not very many women in it. I'm not sure why there's not. I'm not sure why there's not that many women.
I don't know. I don't know, but a badass is a badass, and you've got my respect. And I wanted to tell you that. I know I haven't told you that face to face or whatever, but I really wanted you to know that. I don't usually host a lot of webinars for people who have methods other than mine, but our methods are very, very similar, and you know, and I'm following your methods too. You know, in case you didn't know, I think I might have told you, but we have started a new business, a new online marketing business, and about 75% of it is based on what we learned from you in this past course you put out. So.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's how much respect I have for you. I know what you're doing works because I've done many parts and pieces of it before. So.
Yeah. Are you taking over yet?
We just started linking a few days ago, but we've got our first, I don't know, 40 or 50 videos up.
Nice.
So yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. So. Everybody, again, this is Holly Starks Cooper, super badass, has all of my respect, and I think what you're going to hear from her tonight is going to impress you guys just like it has impressed me. And so we'll get started. Holly, I'll let you take it, and I'm going to share your screen if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, let's see here. All right, making you the presenter now. All right, you have the screen, Holly.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm just going to give a little quick blurb about kind of who I am since I came into the internet marketing, like pretty much like steamrolled myself in. So before I was doing internet marketing, I used to work at a company named RateWatch, and they did bank rates. So I did both ends of it. I've done working with banks and the rates and the management side, and then I also did like the internet marketing side, like, you know, how to get clients with like lead generation and that kind of stuff. And, you know, and I dabbled in, like, I would work for an American Family Insurance, and I was at-home mom for like 10 years. So I kind of taught myself how to do all of the internet marketing stuff. And, you know, the thing was that I bought like the WSOs, and I bought them for like 4 years, and I'm not kidding. I didn't make a penny for 4 years. And I was trying to teach, you know, myself how to do it at the same time working full-time jobs. So I work like 15 hours a week, or 15 hours a day. You know, I was just trying to find another job that I could, you know, be at home with my kids again. And so once I figured out one of the easiest ways to make money at the time was blog networks. And I rented out links on a blog network I had. It was 1,000 it was 1,000 owned domains, and it was PBN domains. So I had like 20 links on each of my PBNs. It was like 500 PR6s, like 20 PR3s, like 200 PR5s. It was about 1,000 of them, and I charged $1,500 per link per month. So I was making like $30,000, and I went from like zero, making like nothing, to making $30,000, and it was nice. It was a couple of months that I was making like that, and then that was when Google came and de-indexed those big PBN networks like ELN and ALN and what's that other one? It's like Dead Society or something like that. They took my network down the same time that they took all those networks down. So I went from like 30,000 to literally negative 30,000, because then I had to refund everybody. And then I was like, I got to figure out a different way to make money and keep it reoccurring and not have to worry about Google coming in and taking me out. So, the last several years, I've just been teaching myself how to rank in Google and how to not really trick Google, but versus like get an edge on them and understand how the allegor works. And the whole thing with how my training course is if Matt Cutts tells you not to do it, like he says, don't do PBNs because they're going to get your site tanked. Or don't do mass spams because, you're going to tank. Well, you are going to tank, but if you do it the right way, you're not going to tank. And, what the right way, I mean, like you have to do a special way how you do a website versus a YouTube video versus a Hangout versus question and answer. So that's what my training course is about. It teaches you how to rank YouTube videos, to rank Hangouts, to rank press releases, to rank websites, and to rank them in the sense that they're not going to get hit by Penguin, they're not going to get hit by Panda. And in fact, I have an offsite business that I pull websites out of penalties, like minus 50 penalties, and and their websites too. And the way that if you follow the course, you can pull out most domains out of penalties. It's really hard. I mean, it's really hard to do it, but if you you follow the course and you understand the programs and the tools, then there's no reason why you guys can't succeed in it. And I have a lot of actually students who in the last week have said, holy crap, I'm ranking one YouTube video for 400 terms. Like, that's crazy cool, because that's what I taught them how to do. And the thing is Matt Cuss says, don't do it this way. And that's why he says it, because it works. So if he says not to do something, then I would go out and do it. So a lot of my teaching is, a lot of people are like, oh my God, that doesn't work. You're not supposed to drop 500,000 links on one YouTube video a day. But it does work. That's the whole thing. If he says it doesn't work, that usually means it does work. And the other part is, you have to test it. That's the biggest thing. Test, test, test. Because you're not going to know if it doesn't work. And the people who are all gurus, internet gurus who say, only drop like 10 links a day, and it's, white hat versus black hat. There's no hat. I mean, you build one link, and it's black hat. So just people who are all like, oh, it's white hat, black hat, that's totally inaccurate. But so I just wanted to show you guys some stuff that I'm ranking for right now. If you guys went to Google AC Repair Miami, Florida, it's #1, as you can see right here. It's a Hangout. So my training course will go over how to make the Hangout and how to actually rank the Hangout and how to keep it ranking so it doesn't tank. I'm actually trying to tank this website or this YouTube video, and it won't tank. It's been up there, as you can see, I made it December 2nd. It started ranking, I think, around February, I went into a forum, you know, and I said, or I went into a Facebook group and I said, if you're in AC Miami Repair, Florida, I'm coming for you. You know, I listed all my keywords so everybody could track my you know, like if I'm doing good or if I'm just full of shit and whatever. So everyone tracked it with me, and in 3 weeks I was #1 for 500 terms. So you can see AC Repair Miami, Florida. It actually ranks for United States, Canada, New Zealand, United Kingdom. I think one was Italy. Excuse me. It ranks for like any city or any country that I've actually gone in and looked, and I had other people like post if it's ranking there, so I know it ranks in other countries.
Holly, can I interject for 1 second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, just want to give everybody on the call some background. I haven't told anybody what the name of your course is, but so everybody needs to know the name of the course is Hangout, Google Hangout Domination. Is that right, Holly?
The name of the course is yeah, it's Easy Hangout Blueprint.
Easy Hangout Blueprint. Okay, so
yeah,
what she's doing is she's creating a video, and then she's getting it onto YouTube, but as a Google Hangout instead of just a regular YouTube video. And then she's got this linking formula for it, and that's how she's taking over these top positions for these big-time keywords like this. Okay, I'm going to mute myself and get out and let you keep on going. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so that's AC Repair Miami, Florida. So this video ranks for 500 terms, and just this video for 500 terms. It's not 500 videos for 500 terms. It's one video for 500 terms, and this is a super competitive market. Okay, so in the same time of ranking it, I actually rank for national keywords too now. So if you type in emergency AC repair, my video is #2, and the second video, or the third video that I'm actually been working on, is #3, air conditioning repair, Charlotte, North Carolina. So I didn't even actually mean to rank for this keyword, but because I go like, what I do is I pick one, you know, target area, which would be AC repair in Miami, and then I have 800 keywords that I want to try to bring it and rank for, and I have that many because I drop so many links, I have to have so many keywords. I mean, you can't do like 500,000 links on one keyword. Obviously that's going to tank. That's a bad idea. So I have so many keywords, and it just happens to, it brings in everything, like national keywords. Emergency AC repair, emergency AC repair is super competitive, and it's I have #2 and #3. Okay, AC AC repair, Charlotte, North Carolina. My video is right here. I think it's like #6. So that's not bad. And we made that March 10th, and it's now April 8th. So that isn't bad. It also ranks for about 500 keywords too. It ranks for HVAC repair, North Carolina, #3. And then there's one that we're doing in the course that they asked me to do a case study on something competitive so they could track it and see, you know, kind of like what I'm doing day to day with it. And it's the DUI attorney, Phoenix, Arizona. And I put that video up, and about 3 days later it popped into #1 for the main keyword. I haven't actually started all my tools on it. I've kind of like pulled back to see if it can come in with not so many links. So far it hasn't, so I really need to start dropping 500,000 links a day on it again. So that's, you know, that's pretty much some examples that I can give you. You know, I mean, I have more, but Levi Matheson's account is the public case study, and you know, we put up. I have 3,000 YouTube accounts, so you know, I mean, this is my main business, obviously. I have a team of high school students that they come here and they do the videos. You know, each one of them does a certain part, and like one makes them, one does the keywords, one does the editing. So we put 4,000 solar videos up last month, and all 4,000 of them are ranking for the city locations. I don't know I don't know like how many keywords it's ranking for, but it's bringing in a ridiculous amount of traffic. So I'm guessing it probably ranks for at least 100 for each location. And you know, we do lead generation with that. So we charge $65 per solar lead. Roger, did I tell you about the YouTube channel I sold for $30,000 2 months ago, 3 months ago?
Yes, you did, and I was hoping you were going to tell everybody that story. I'm sure they'll get as big a kick out of it as I did.
All right. So the background on it is that I did this as a test to see if it worked on affiliate products, because I know it worked on locals, but I wasn't sure if it worked on affiliates. So I was a friend of somebody's who had his own product, and I knew he was in Mexico, so I put up 165 Hangouts, and each Hangout was 3 keywords. So what I did, like here, I put like a keyword, the line there, and then another keyword and line and another keyword, basically. So it was 3 keywords per video, and it was 165 videos. So within a week, they were all ranking. Basically, the first, like, I don't know, it was like the first 30 pages of YouTube and the first 30 pages of Google itself for all of the terms. I mean, if you typed in this term, it basically, every single video of mine came up. So, I mean, I was his affiliate. I called him when he got back to Mexico, and I was like, you know, hey, how are your rankings doing? What's going on? And he's like, he's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I haven't made any sales, and that's really weird, because on a normal day for him, he probably does like maybe 500 to 1,000 a day. I don't know, something like that. I did it for PPC for him, so you know, I don't know for sure how much every day. But I was like, oh, so have you checked the rankings to see who's actually #1? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, I'll just wait on hold, because you know, I used to do his SEO for him. So you know, he went on and he's like, holy shit, somebody made all these videos and I don't even know this person. And I was like, yeah, that would be me. I made all those videos. It was just a test. You know, I didn't mean to do it. I was like, all right, so I have 165 that are ranking, so let's make a deal. You know, you can sell it for 50. I'll sell you the new YouTube channel for $15,000, and you don't have to pay me as an affiliate, and we'll just be done with it. And he's like, no, I'm not paying you for that, because you know, he was pissed by then. But he's like, no, I'm not going to pay you. You're not going to like come in and do that. And I'm like, well, okay, my policy is if you can't rank it yourself, that's not my problem. So I ranked it. So I'm like, well, either you can pay me for the channel or you can pay me to be your affiliate. Which one? And he had some choice words, and I said, you know what? I'll just send it to your competition. It's real simple. You know. And he, you know, had some choice words, and he hung up. And it wasn't even 48 hours later. He called me back up, and he was like, yeah, I think I'm going to have to buy it for $15,000, because, you know, that was his only business, and he didn't have a business because I took it all. Like, I took every single keyword. And I took them all that I knew I took every single keyword, because I went in and I looked at his keywords, and then that's how I figured out my keywords. And then I was like, well, that's cool, but now the prices went up double. It's now $30,000, because, you know, my policy, I give you one chance to work with me. If you come back, it's always a double price. And, you know, after some few choice words, he wire transferred it to me. And I didn't pay the wire transfer fee either, because I was like, I'm not paying extra $40 when it's your problem, not mine. And you know, he wire transferred it. I sent him the information. He has 3 other products that I'd like to do the same thing with. I've just been quite busy on doing it. But yeah, I mean, and he didn't make me sign an agreement saying I wouldn't do it again to him on the same keywords, which is crazy because I could do it. I could come back up underneath my own videos because I know how many links they got. So I could just do it again to him. But I mean, you can do this with like, you know, I was just making the point that I can do this with locals. I can do this with affiliates. I can do this with Amazon. I can do it with, you know, any product you guys have. You can do this with. It's that simple. If you follow the course from what it says, the course is not hard at all. It's over the shoulder. But if you follow the course, you know, you're going to succeed in it. And you can do lead generation. You can sell per lead. You can sell the sites, the calls per month. You know, I would like to sell mine, have a monthly fee like $5,000 a month for AC repair or something like that. You know, and you can do this with all different niches. You don't have to just, I mean, I have a list in my course of like 260 niches that I want to do this on. So, yeah. I don't know, you, Roger, if you had any questions.
Well, I tell you, I've got something to add real quick. I think most everybody on here is going to be a part-time internet marketer, or at best they're a one-man show and they outsource what they can. And what I think would be a good idea for those people is to, if they learn how to do this and learn the correct linking techniques and they're able to rank a bunch of things, a good market for them would be to go to ClickBank and find, you know, the hottest products over there, build up a YouTube channel, and start sucking up all of the traffic for that particular product or that particular niche, and then offer this thing for sale on, say, like Flippa. Get somebody like Brad Goss to broker your Flippa sale for you, and while that Flippa sale is live, they could get in touch with the owners of like Fat Loss Furnace. That's a really good product over on ClickBank. You could get a hold of that guy and say, hey, I've got this over here. You already know what my stats are because I'm your affiliate. I've been sending you sales. Are you interested in buying this thing? So they could that is one way they could replicate the success that you've already seen. And that is a good business model for a guy or gal that's just like a one-man show or one-woman show, and make some big licks like that.
Oh yeah, I mean I just started outsourcing it. Before that, I just did it all by myself and made all the videos myself, and you know, it doesn't take a lot of work once you got it down. Like, it takes me maybe 10 minutes to make a video and get it into the system for the links, and then I go into the next one. I'm doing 100 AC repair sites in Florida right now, and all 100, they all rank on page 1. About 60 of them are number 1, 40 is about like number 5 and coming up. But I mean, and I did all those myself, and they, you know, I took about a week to do them, and then I just put them in the backlinking program, and then I just went off to the next thing. I mean, it's that simple. It should come in within 3 weeks, and you're done. You go to the next one.
Yeah, it's pretty slick. It's a pretty good business model. I like it a lot. Do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nope, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you want to show them some of the tools that you're using? Do you have some that are operating right now that you can show?
In my server?
Yeah.
Let me see let me think what's on it. Yeah. So I run the programs on my VPS because I don't like running it on my home computer, and I use too much bandwidth. So I have to run it on a VPS. This VPS is probably going to be running slow because it's running something. Let me check on 217.
How many VPSs do you have?
Right now I have 34. I know, isn't that crazy?
I love it.
It's not enough either. I need to get another about like probably 25 and I might be happy.
I love it.
Let me see. No, it's not 217. It must be 216. Okay, so like, so I do all different kind of images. You know, we have like bee removal is right there. Landscaping is this section. And then these are some YouTube Hangout ones, appliance repair, Las Vegas. I was ranking for appliance repair in Las Vegas. I was number 2 for that main keyword for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I got into an argument with, I don't want to say got into an argument. He decided that he didn't want the leads for whatever reason. I don't understand some people's mentality, but they didn't want the lead, and my Hangout video had his business name in it. It didn't, I mean, I said experts in it. It wasn't like his URL in it, and so I ended up having to take it down because I didn't want to have some legal problems. But the appliance repair Las Vegas one was ranking, I think we had about 200 terms on page 1, and that was it was probably a week. And the HVAC repair Charlotte one is right here. That's the, and actually we ranked for, I think it's Las Vegas social media. Yeah, we ranked number 3 for that. That's a super nasty keyword. It took me almost 2 months to get it in because it was not working with me. And then the SEO Houston one, I've just been dinking around to see if I can bring it in or not. So this is the backlink program. You just pop it in. You get a template with the course, and it's like a 5-click template. You just pop it in, and then you just change your URLs and your articles and your emails, and then you hit start. And then we have the advanced course, and let me see. The advanced course has a different template. It has the website template, which has tiers and is filtered, and you obviously only use that with websites. Otherwise, because if you stick like a website in the YouTube ranking one, it'll tank. So I go over the course on how to edit it and all that kind of stuff, and it's over the shoulder in the video. So you need to have GSA, and you need to have captcha breaker. So GSA, I think it's 85 or 89. Captcha breaker, there's coupons, like I bought mine for $147. Sometimes people can find them for like $137. So, and then you need to have 20 to 30 proxies, and that's the minimum to start with. So it's good to have 250 roughly to start. I give you the template, and I give you the verified list to pop in to get yourself started, and then I teach you how to go over scraping so that you can find your targets, and then the advanced course is the website template. I go over PBNs. I give you a website. I give you 2 websites actually to find clients that I go to. I can close 10 clients a day on these 2 sites, easily 10 a day. And you have 2 Facebook groups. You always have good support.
Can I interject again?
Roger was there. Yeah, yeah.
I know I know just about every name on this list, and all these guys know me, and they know that very rarely can somebody teach me something about ranking something in Google, but I can tell everybody on this call right now that I've taken her advice and I have put Holly's entire game plan into play, plus some other things on this new business that we started. And I'm just going to switch over to I'm going to switch over, Holly, and show my screen for a minute, because what I've got is I'm going to show everybody that I've got the same thing running. And let's see here. This is and as you can see, this is my capture breaker running, and here is GSA running, and it's just sitting here running in the background. I've had it running for 3 days now. It runs 24/7, and you can see Holly's GSA YouTube ranking template right here. This is the one she gives you in the class, and template 2. All these came from Holly, and all I had to do was plug them in and play. And it's really, really easy thing to get started on. So anyway, I just wanted everybody to see that. You guys have any questions? Holly, do you have anything else you want to add to it?
I don't know if you want to show the link where to get it at.
You know what? I didn't even get that link ready. Hold on a second. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Let's go back to your screen. You want to show them some of the other tools that you're using while I get that link ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You got to send it back to me.
All right. Coming back at you.
I can show them where they log in just so they can see what they got. I got to go log into it. Okay, so you have the template, and you have it for each course, the basic course and the advanced course. You have the 100,000 verified list for posting with GSA. It's actually like 170,000. There's a footprint list and a, let me see if I can bring it up. Dropbox keywords. So this list has, as you can see, it has keywords for all different languages, and also has the footprint list. And basically, you use that for scraping different targets. There's 1 billion Russian, and there's 1 billion Russian, 600 million English keywords. So that will keep you guys busy for several months for scraping if you want to scrape for targets. Or you can buy my verified list that is coming out, should be coming out tonight. So you get this this keyword list and the trackback list. And then as you can see, the webinars are already recorded. And I have tools needed, GSA options screen, the easy GSA setup. It takes 7 minutes to set it up. With my templates, you just pop it in. I use RankWiz or FCS, so I have a training on both of them. The first webinar that we did was 3 hours. Or actually it was 3.5 hours. So there's a lot of information in the webinar 1. So that's why we split it up into little blurbs, so you don't have to like try to figure out where it is at in the 3.5 hours. And the webinar 2 is FCS and RankWiz. I have a guest speaker. Then the G scraper and the scrape box training. You can use one or the other. You don't have to use both of them. And then we have a webinar 3, which is a question and answer of people who took the course and basically had some questions. Abby? Let me see. Is there anything else in there? You would get a Facebook group with us, and you can post questions, and everyone is very helpful. And the OTO is the advanced course. You have my wish list of niches, which is about 260 niches. So if you're like, oh, I don't know what to get started on, it's the local niches. There's 2 websites for getting clients, and then also the template for the websites. Press releases, your client sites that you basically don't want to lose. Because if you do it in the basic template, chances are you're probably going to lose it because of so many links coming in. You have to filter it back. So the advanced training, GSA Part 1 and Part 2, and those are webinars. And then the PBN, which is Private Blog Network, I teach you how to set it up the way I set it up. I make video blogs. And then we have a question and answer, and there's advanced scraping that is going to be uploaded tonight or tomorrow. So those are and that also comes with a Facebook group also. So those are the 2 things that are on there. And then we also are coming out with the verified list. We don't know how many are going to be in the list for each month. I wanted to do 100,000 each month is what we're planning on doing. And then we're coming out with a do-it-for-you. Basically, that is where I and my support staff, like we will make your template and we'll do all the keyword research. You just have to give us like 10 basic keywords. And we put it in the template and like put all the articles in, because you need to have like Content Machine or Rapid Content Wizard or something like that for the articles. And then we send the template to you and you just upload it and you hit start basically. And that's probably coming out tomorrow. I don't think we're going to be able to get it through tonight. So the verified list and the DFYs are coming out tomorrow. And if you're in the OTO group, which is the advanced group, you get first dibs on that. And we'll have different price points because we're going to take 5 of each price point, and then we'll probably cut it off at that point because we'll be pretty busy, and then once we open it back up, then it'll be open up at one price. But the first dibs are the people who buy the advanced course.
Hey Holly, I need to interrupt you for a second. I didn't get approved to get that link. I can't get it. Can you go into Zaxa and approve it for me?
Yeah, one sec. Really? It didn't approve you?
It approved me for the OTO, but not for the regular. Sorry, guys. The idea was just to get to show you this stuff. I mean, obviously, you guys know if I'm putting on a webinar, there's going to be something to buy, and we're trying to keep track of everything. So give us just a minute, and we'll get this out for you.
Okay, so I didn't see who the first round took, or the first guy took in the draft. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Darn it. All right, let me see here. Okay, do you want me to send it to your Facebook? Or actually, I can post it in here, right?
Yeah, you can post it in here.
Okay. Okay. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's your affiliate link, though.
Yeah, but if you click on it, it should accept yours, because that's why I have an A in it.
Oh, okay.
We can see your screen too, by the way.
Okay. Switch that back over to you. Yeah, really, really organized. Can't you tell? Okay, now we got it.
Sweltering.
Okay, guys, you can look in the chat. If you're interested in doing this, you can look in the chat, and I've put my Zaxa affiliate link in there. Everybody knows I'm an affiliate, and I know that all of you guys are affiliates too, so you know how it works. I'm not going to worry about masking that link. I am also active in Holly's Facebook groups and try to help there as much as I can, so I'll be there with you. And also, for everybody that stayed tonight until the end to see everything that Holly had to show them, I have my personally created Cliff Notes. And for everybody that buys tonight, I'm going to give you my personal notes. It took me probably 3 days to go through this entire course. And you guys know how I work because you've seen my tutorials before. I like to boil everything down to the lowest common denominator and find an easy way to do it. So that's what I've done with my personal notes. And Holly, have you put out a PDF yet?
No, we're actually not going to put a PDF out, but there are some people in the group who actually have done PDFs on the course for us, and we also have a resource file, so you can, I give you guys a lot of information that it needs to be all in one area. So, like, I give you everywhere that I go buy accounts, like the YouTube accounts and stuff like that. So we have a resource file, and then there are some PDFs of some of the training that people have made.
Okay, so whoever wants to buy this, we're going to keep it open for a few days, and the price is going to go up pretty soon,
yeah,
Holly.
The price will go up $100. Yeah, I think where the price goes up $100 on probably on Sunday is what we're thinking.
Okay, so instead of $197, it'll be $297. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the OTO will go from $127 to $247.
FYI, for everybody listening, I bought them both. My partner and I bought them both. And I can tell you...
You're going to buy my verified list too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, why reinvent the wheel, you know?
Right. I mean, you know, that's the whole thing is people... I have 32 servers, and I have them because I scrape so ridiculous amount. And I'm not shitting you, I have 156,000 files that I have to go through and check to see if they're postable. You can see it's right here. There's right now 132,000 in there, and in another file I have merged the other 10,000 that aren't in there. So those are all files that I have to go through to and see if they're postable, which they are because I know how to scrape now quite well. So yeah, I'm hoping we can do 100,000 a month.
That's awesome.
That would be nice.
Okay, so I'm going to give all the purchasers tonight my personal notes, and I can tell you I've got several pages of notes that just walk you through the entire process. Plus, for this group of people who buys, we're going to do a weekly webinar. Just me. It won't be Holly. It'll just be me, and we'll talk about offshoot techniques. I'll walk you through anything that you're stuck in, and help you get GSA up and running, help you do whatever it is that you need to do. It'll be our one-on-one personal time. So we'll do that for probably 4 or 5 weeks until everybody gets it down, and just go from there. I'll share some business strategies with you in that group on those webinars. There are some really unique things that you guys can do as a one-man show to actually make a lot of money. And I've got a whole list of things, of unique things, unique ways to go to market using this technique. So there's a bit of an investment, just like most of you know it was when we were getting into the big automated sites a few years ago, and there's an investment here as well. And everybody knows that everybody that's hung with it is making money, and I believe this has the potential to be even bigger money than what I've made with automated sites, which is why I've taken on a partner, and we have plans for a nationwide business doing what Holly's doing. And we're not playing around. We're going to be hiring our first salesman in the next couple of weeks, and we are concentrating on Jacksonville, Orlando, Tallahassee, and Raleigh, North Carolina, just for starters. And we're hoping to have a salesman for each one of those places pretty soon. So,
hey, Roger,
yeah,
can I just, okay, so if you guys see my screen, this is one of my students, Teddy Griffey. And if you read this, it says, so he had an air conditioner that literally exploded a few weeks ago. He lives in Florida, medical conditions, and to get it fixed. So they had a warranty, basically, from what I remember him saying. The company is American Home Shield, 90,000 monthly keyword searches. He did a Hangout complaining, and you can see right here that this is the Hangout Be Warned American Home Shield warranty, and actually the company went to his YouTube video and put on there, you know, we want to make it right with you, and they reimbursed him $4,000, and they did because he put his Hangout up. He took and you know, put my course into action. It took, I think he said it took 4 days, and you know, he got them to pay the $4,000. So, I mean, it does work. You can use it for more than just a few things. You can see here, it says if they're able to reimburse you, they want him to either remove the YouTube video or to make a positive video in your experience. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. And it ranks for, it's 90,000 keyword searches. That's pretty awesome. And this is just one story. You know, that's the thing. There's more stories in there.
Holly, I'm seeing a blank screen. Can everybody else see Holly's screen?
Really? It says showing screen.
Yeah. Let's.
Can anyone see it?
Okay, everybody can see it but me, so it must be a problem on my end.
Oh.
All
Maybe
right.
you don't have the blue thing open. I don't know.
I do. It just went blank for some reason. I don't know. But we've got a lot of questions. So you want to dive into those now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Dan asked. Let me get this thing. This thing is not wanting to cooperate. Okay, now I can see your screen. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, Dan asked, does the course talk about how to make the videos?
Yep, the course goes over. It's over the shoulder. You literally watch me make the video. Yes, I go over step by step how to make the video, why I use the programs I use. Yes, it's very easy. You know, you watch me do everything.
Yeah, the process is actually easy. I think my partner is doing that part until we get some people hired to handle the work for us, and he's got it down to 8 minutes. So
yeah, get some high school kids, pay them $5 an hour, then they can pay for their cell phone. That's what I did, high school kids.
Yeah. Okay, and Lisa asked, how much would it be for you to do the template? Lisa, I'm not really sure, but the template's included, so I really don't understand the question exactly.
I think she might be talking about the DFY, and those are going to start off at $297 for 5 people. The next 5 are going to be at, no, the first 5 are at $197, the second 5 are at $297, and then thereafter it's at $397. But that won't be up till tomorrow.
Okay. All right, and let's see. Okay, Dan asked, how the heck do you get 500,000 links per day? Now, Dan,
well, actually, I get like millions or more than that. It's just per project 500,000. So I have like 15 to 20 projects on some of them, which each is 500,000. It's because I scrape so much.
so how many links are you slinging a day in your estimation?
On one server, it would be I think it would be like a billion. That seems like it, right? Because you go 500. Even if I go 500 times 10, that's 5,000. No, that wouldn't be right. Well, it's 500,000 per project, so 500,000 if I have 20 projects. That's like a billion. I don't even know. I don't keep track. And it's like blog comments, you know, it's articles, it's trackbacks.
It's a bunch.
Yeah, it's a bunch.
That's what it is. Okay, Lisa asked, I'm not techie, but this all sounds very interesting. In a nutshell, what is it that you can do? Rank your keywords in Google? Is that the gist of what Holly's talking about? So yeah, I'll take this one. That is the gist of it. What you're doing here is you're using these videos. Okay, Google likes YouTube, and everybody should know why, because Google owns YouTube. So when you put a video up in YouTube, and even better if it's through Google Hangouts, and then it goes to YouTube, they really, really love that. So what you do is you tag this video with a few keywords, maybe one, maybe two, maybe five. It just depends on what you're doing, and Holly goes over all that. But you get these videos to represent these keywords in the search engine results. So basically you're just driving your content, just like if it was an article, you're just driving it up in the search engine results, except it's in video form. So that's it. That's the gist of it. All right. Okay. Okay. Dan is saying he's a little confused because obviously, Holly, you know what you're talking about, but since he's kind of in the beginning process, he's getting a little bit lost in the language, and basically what he wants to know is what all these tools do. And basically,
so
I think
GSA builds.
Go ahead.
You want me to tell him, or
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so GSA builds the links for you. CAPTCHA breaker breaks the CAPTCHA because, you know, when you're building links and like doing comments and trackbacks and articles, you have that CAPTCHA field. So CAPTCHA breaker breaks it, you know, like it automatically sends it to CAPTCHA breaker and it breaks it, and then it sends it back. And proxies are used because if you're posting on your home IP or like a VPS IP, it's going to be banned. You know, obviously because you're building so many links and people sometimes don't want you to drop links. So it's basically because, you know, you don't want to get reported more or less. So that's why I use proxies.
Okay. All right. Next question is, are you targeting all low competition, very few website keywords? Are you going after the low competition stuff, or are you going after the high competition stuff, Holly?
I go after everything. I start off with a high competition, and it just brings in the low competition, like, you know, it's easy peasy. as I say. Yeah, I go after everything. You really need to when you have that many links that you're dropping.
Right, and I agree. Next question is, find it. We got stuff coming in, so the screen's moving. Okay. Bear with me just a second here. Okay, Holly was saying she'd be doing them for us if we wanted. Yes. Holly, you want to tell them about that done for you thing?
Yeah, so basically you send over your YouTube video Hangout or YouTube video, which, you know, or website, whatever you guys want. And you need to send at least 10 seed keywords so I know, you know, generally what you're trying to rank for. And then I go, unless you have the exact keywords, you know, that's fine too. I go and look at all the other keywords that I can bring in, you know, that has search volume to see what your competition is doing, and I'll grab all those. And then I'll go into the template on my computer and set it up. The articles, the keywords, the anchor text, the emails, everything like that. I set it up. And then once it's done, you know, probably 48 hours, then we'll send it back to you, and you just import it, and that's part of the training that teaches you how to import the templates.
You just import it and click go, right?
Yeah, you just hit start then.
Okay. The next question is, have you ever had any videos penalized for following this technique?
No, I've never lost a YouTube video. Actually, that's not true. I lost a YouTube video a month ago because I put up a not a very nice video about another fellow marketer, and it was reported. But before that, I have never lost a YouTube channel or an account or a video. It's never been penalized. It's, in fact, some of them have gone through updates, and you know, since over last summer, and it has not been penalized, and they're still ranking.
Okay, Chris wants to know, how long do the videos stay ranked, or how do you manage hundreds of videos to ensure they stay ranked?
So you know, once it starts ranking, then I filter it back to do like 50 to 70 to about 100 links submissions every day, and then I never turn off my links. That's why I have so many projects in my GSA, and that's why I have so many GSA VPSs, is that I bill my clients and they pay for the VPSs. I don't pay out of pocket for any of them. My clients all pay for them, basically. And I don't ever turn them off. And it's not because I'm worried it's not going to tank, but I need to keep the same velocity going. Like, if Google's used to seeing you have 500 links every day for months and months, and you all of a sudden turn it off, you're going to have link loss, obviously. That's why most sites drop. So I keep it on. You know, I've turned the AC repair one off for about 3 weeks, and it hasn't started to drop. So, you know, I might be killing a goose with keeping them on, but you know, it works, so I'm not gonna stop doing it.
I agree with you. Many of the people on this webinar have heard me talk about the 3 V's of link building for years. You got link volume, link velocity, and link variety. Those are the 3 keys, and obviously velocity covers the consistency with which you link. You know, not doing a bunch for one day and then next month doing a bunch one day, but doing a little bit every day. So that's really cool to know that somebody else has figured it out, and we never knew each other before a couple of 3 months ago, but we've got the same views on everything because we've done our own testing.
Right.
So that's really cool. Okay, the next question is, how do you rank with high competition keywords against veteran domains who have been ranking in that high keyword for years?
Well, I mean, it's not as hard as you think. I mean, you know, part of that question is because you have been trained to teach, you know, trained to think that old domains are going to rank more than new domains, which isn't accurate. Some of them are going to and some of them are not going to, but it's because you're using Google Hangouts, and Hangouts in video right now is super powerful in Google's eyes. So that's why I target Hangouts, because I know, you know, there's a lot of niches and terms that I can make, and it'll be ranking within the first 30 seconds. It just depends upon what your niche is and where, you know, if you did good keyword research, it should, you know, come in. You know, most of my stuff comes in 3 weeks to 1 month. And it doesn't matter if it's an old website that I'm trying to compete over. It's just Google is really giving power to videos, and that's what it's all about right now.
Right. Since they own Google and Google Plus Hangouts, they're obviously going to get favoritism, and they're not going to penalize their own network. So,
yeah.
Okay, the next question is, what do you do to move high against such popular sites with the highest competition keywords?
What do you mean, what do I do?
Well, that question is from the same person, Luke, and it seems like what he's asking is like, how do you overcome like popular sites like ask.com or something like that?
You know, you do the same thing. I mean, you don't do anything different on what my training is about. It's about links, and it's about having 800 keyword terms. You're going to come in because you're basically like showing Google that your Hangout is an authority website. Because once you know, running a month of GSA, your page authority on your YouTube video is going to be skyrocketed to like 60s and 70s. My AC repair video last time I looked was a 75, which is equivalent to a PR7. So it's powerful. Google sees it as authority, and it's a Hangout. It's going to beat whatever, you know, at some point it's going to beat it, whether it takes a month or 3 months.
All right. Okay, Lisa's got another question. What if it's a video that's already on YouTube? Do you have to take it down or re-upload it? I don't want to lose all the likes I've received.
No, you still can use the same template. I do, you know, I do the pre-made, already up there Hangout videos, or I'm sorry, YouTube videos. It works the same way. A Hangout's going to come in faster than a regular YouTube video, just because it has that Google Plus connection to it. But I have clients that have regular YouTube videos that I run the template on, and it doesn't tank those at all. It basically does the same thing. It does take longer, but it still will bring them in.
Okay. Howie's got a question. What's the flow of the visitor from the video to the target?
I'm guessing, you know, like, I mean, by flow, they mean how do they get to the lead gen. You know, I put a link, not all the time, I put a link to website, if I have a website connected, like my AC repair sites, or my AC repair videos don't have a website connected to all of them, so I just have a phone number. And then they call the phone number, and the phone number is a phone number that is owned by me through Twilo, and I redirect that phone number to my client, and then I can record the phone calls. And that's part of the training. It shows you how I set it up also, the Twilo numbers.
And also, Howie, I guess you're wondering if you were going to use this for some affiliate products. You'd put a link in the description below the video, and I guess you could put one on the video itself too, right, Holly?
Yeah, you can put a link, you know, because I use PowerPoint, so I put a link on my PowerPoint going to the website or the affiliate link or wherever you want the traffic to go to, and I have a phone number. And it's like a 30-second Hangout. And it converts, you know. It's a crappy ad in the sense of I didn't take a lot of time, but 2 weeks ago when Miami started to get hot, I had 35 calls in one day across my AC division sites in Miami. So on a daily basis right now I'm getting like 15 calls.
Okay. All right, the next question is, if I'm an affiliate and I sell various sites, decor items, would this work to promote the products?
So if you're an affiliate like Amazon, you cannot send direct traffic to your Amazon link because Amazon does not like that, and they will ban you. So you have to use the template in the advanced course, and it teaches you. I go over how I use how I do it. I use a doorway page, so I link to a doorway page basically. So if you're going to do Amazon, you have to use the advanced course template, or you'll get yourself banned.
Okay, the next question is, now this was asked really earlier by Lisa, so I think she may have already have her answer, but we'll go through it anyway. Is this similar to sending out a video press release?
I don't know what a video press release is. I mean, you can embed a press release, or you can embed a video into a press release. I think that's what she means, but I'm not sure.
I think a video press release is something like, would you be distributing this video to several different, 100 different video sites? And the answer would be no, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Okay. Next question is, what are the actual links about? Where are they sourced from you're posting? Are they posting to the Hangout page?
So if I go into this project, so my URL is my Hangout video, and then really my keywords is named keywords. That's not funny. Oh duh, my keywords are hashtagged right here. So these are what my keywords are. Okay, what was the question? What are the links look like? So like their article links and their blog comments, their reviews, their forums, their guest books, microblogs, social networks, social bookmark, trackbacks, and wikis. So this program makes all these different links basically. And that's where the GSA lists come in, is that you have to have places for GSA to post to. So you have to import your list into GSA, and then it tries to post to them.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What is scraping? Can you explain scraping?
Yeah. So let me see. So you would bring up Scrapebox. So scraping is if like right here I would put keywords. So we go like fish, dog, cat. Down here, if you have proxies, then you put in your proxies. And then here where it says next to the M, you put your footprints. So like I'd have to go grab a footprint. So like this would be a footprint, let's say. And then you put the footprint in there and you hit start harvest. And then it's harvesting. So once it goes through all once it goes through all the keywords, basically, it outputs these harvested URLs, and then you import that into GSA, and that's when you're trying to see if GSA can post on that. So scraping is scraping for targets for GSA, basically. It's probably confusing, but in the training, you know, you'll understand it more in the training, basically. It's hard to give you guys an example, but that's what scraping is.
Okay. Next one is a comment from Lisa. She says, "Sweet, you can tell Holly I'll be hiring her very soon." Okay,
Cool.
and Howie says, so GSA is a little like SIG submitter, but I guess we won't mention SIG here.
Is it like SIG submitter? There's people who I know, like Derek. Derek uses SIG submitter, I think, or maybe MS. Is MS the same thing as SIG submitter? It might be. I don't know. But I know he uses that, but now that he has seen what GSA does, I think he's going to use GSA more. Like, I don't know if SIG can post on all those platforms, and you really need to post on all the platforms to have, you know, the link velocity.
Chris says MS equals magic submitter.
Yeah. I'm not familiar enough with magic submitters to say either way, so I know that a lot of people have come over from MS to use GSA. And you know, like X runners, like the king, GSA is like the next one down, and then probably MS would be the next one down. So if you understand MS, you probably would understand GSA too.
Yeah, I think it's probably a little easier than magic submitter. And I believe Derek does use magic submitter. I'm not sure about SIG. He may.
Yeah.
A bunch of I used to use SIG a lot, and so did a bunch of my clients. But the sites that we were building were so big, it was just impossible to use them and really get anything out of it.
Right. Like, I don't know if you can drop 500,000 links in MS and SIG submitter or whatever on each project a day. In GSA, you can. In GSA, I can say I only want 100 links dropped submitted over a 24-hour period, and then it'll stop. And in all honesty, I've never seen anything that is as powerful as GSA. I mean, I haven't seen anything rank it like that.
What about XRummer?
Back in the day, it did. Back in the day when the profile links, you know, they were easy to get indexed, and I have it, and you know, I have an indexer. I had one built for just, I had it built for just me, and then I started opening up to clients, and GSA builds profile links. So the profile links still work the same way as XRunner works. XRunner just has a big time learning curve. So if you don't know how to use it, you know, it's almost useless to you. So I think it still does work. It's something that I'm gonna go over next week to see if it does basically the same thing. But it's like $500 more expensive than GSA is.
Yeah, it's a
And
beast.
Sev like updates, yeah, Sev updates GSA every day, so you're always getting daily updates.
And you know that is really, you know, the guys at SICK were really good about that. Even though SICK doesn't have the capabilities of GSA, having a developer that updates their stuff all the time, just like Sweet Funny does with Scrapebox,
Mhm.
it's invaluable, because if you can't get links, you can't drive rankings. When you're in the rankings business and your tools are down and nobody's going to support it and you can't get any links, then you're just kind of dead in the water. You're not going to make any money.
Yeah, and um, Xrunner has a lot of problems with authorization, and you have to use so many proxies, and it just like I think it would work in the right person's hands. And GSA is easy to learn. It's hard to master, but it's easy to learn, and anyone can learn it. It's a 5 minute, well, maybe like 7 minutes learning procedure. You head start, you know.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? I think we're to the end of all the questions.
Cool.
Anybody else have any questions? Just shoot them in here. Oh, okay, here's one. What is the total investment needed outside of the course?
I would say roughly 250 because your GSA is going to be about 89. Capture breaker depends, you can get sometimes find coupons. So I think I paid 147, something like that. And then your 20 proxies are probably going to cost you about $20. 20 shared proxies is all you need. So I'm going to guesstimate it about 250.
Yeah, we started out with 20 proxies, 20 privates, and they're working out just fine for us so far. So it's
Yeah,
not a
it works out for most people.
yeah, it's not really a big investment in the beginning. You can start with the low end packages, and as you start making money, then you be able to afford some of the higher end stuff until you get everything up to full speed. But it's really, even if you do have the money, it's really to start low and slow anyway, because that's how you're going to learn. And once you master that low and slow, and then you can go a little faster and a little faster and a little faster. That's what we're doing. And I'm in our new business, I'm responsible for all the back end. And even with 5 years experience in using automated tools and backlinking and all that, I just started it low and slow because it doesn't have to be difficult. Go low and slow, and you can build as you go. And so it doesn't matter how
Yeah,
much
I mean,
money you
I didn't
have.
start off having that. I didn't start off having 4,000 videos ranking. You start off small, and then
Holly, did we lose you?
hey, I'm back. Sorry, I
Okay.
must have hit mute. I was saying, I charge my clients for the VPSs, and I have 32 GSAs and 32 capture breakers because I charge my client. It's a one-time fee, so I just kind of stockpiled them. But that's the way to get around the cost. Is I had a setup fee of $700, and then once it ranks number one, then they pay on a monthly basis, and it normally ranks I'm sorry, not number one, page one. And once it ranks page one, then they start paying their monthly fee, and it'll rank on page one in a month. So you're technically not wasting money there.
Okay, so let's expand on that topic just a little bit and go over your. You have different ways of going to market, obviously, but this monthly
Mhm.
client subscription thing. Can you tell us about that and how it works? and take us through the whole thing?
On my clients?
Yeah.
So, I have, I do some PPC, I do some like ranking clients, I have my own lead gen. On my SEO clients, I charge them $700 for the first setup fee, and that's basically to buy my VPS, GSA, Capture Breaker. I use SpamVilla. It's $50 a month. It also helps breaker capture, so that's why I use that. And then within a month, it should rank. So then after the month, then I have a monthly fee of, depends upon what the niche is. Like if it's a salon, it's only $200 because I know I don't have to do anything else with it. But if it's something like HVAC or landscaping or something like that, then it is $500 per video for ranking. And a lot of people do like only 5 keywords, but the problem with that is that because I have to have so many keywords, I'm literally trying to rank for 800 keywords. So you can say 5 keywords, like my sales guy does, I think he has 25 keywords, but really we are trying to rank for 800. So, I mean, you can have a certain amount, but because you're dropping so many links, you have to have so many keywords. And then we just bill him per month to month. And then, like sometimes they get, my clients are like, well, I'm ranking #1 for a couple months and they don't want to continue to pay. And what I've started doing is I'll buy a domain that is pretty close to what my client domain is, or they're, a YouTube video, and so I'll buy a domain that is related, and then I'll go into the registry of Namecheap and I'll 301 it to my client site or the YouTube video that I'm going to be doing and send all the links to my domain. So it 301s to their domain, and the link juice filters through. You're going to have like 30% loss, but it's still going to filter through. It's still going to rank the same way. And if they ever stop paying, I just turn off that 301, and within 24 hours their website's not ranking, and they're going to have to come back to me to, to pay the bill. Or if it's like I have clipping products, and one of them was how to get your ex back, and I was ranking for, I don't know, there was like 180 terms or something like that, and he decided not to pay. So I just turned it off, and I ranked it under my name, and I made more money by doing it that way. You kind of have to when you have SEO clients, because people can, think, well, I'm just going to stop now. Well, I did all the work, so now you're still going to have to pay me. And GSA actually can remove links, too. Did you know that? So all those links that I dropped, you can set GSA to remove all those links. So.
Holly, you're my hero.
Dude, you gotta get down and dirty, man, because I've been banned. I've been like, not banned. I've been like screwed over several times, and so I'm like, okay, think of every possible way that I'm going to screw them. Well, I don't want to say screw them over, but I'm going to protect my investment on ranking your business and your YouTube video, and to make sure you stay with me, And I'm very clear up front, and I tell them that I do that. That I send the domains to my domain, or I send the links to my domain, and I'll 301 it. And most people don't care. The ones that do care are the ones that I'm more concerned about rank and lead. You know what I mean?
Right. They're the ones that are going to screw you anyway.
Yeah, and, and I have a really good sales team that I don't, by the time it comes to me, like the Las Vegas one, by the time it came to me and I had to deal with it, the client was already going to be gone anyways, because I have a hot head. And if I have to sit down and actually have to call you because you can't pay your bill, and I'm very strict. Like, we bill on the 1st, it's due on the 5th. If I make you $25,000, there's no reason why you can't pay your $5,000 bill. On, before it's due or on the day it's due, you have 2 days. So by the 7th, if I'm not paid, it's shut off and sent to your competition. And I'm very upfront with my clients, and you know, I can't like dinker on that, because if you are like, oh, you know, I'll give you to the 15th, then they know they can take advantage of you. And you know, they need to respect me and what I can do. So it's, you know, you kind of have to have a mentality of that, like, I'm a go-getter, and I'm going to come out of the gates, and I'm going to rank for 100 AC sites because I said I was going to rank for the 100 AC sites. I'm not scared to tell you I'm going to do it, to tell you the locations or the keywords, because I'm confident enough that I negative SEO my own crap, because I know if it tolerates what I do to it, it's not going to tank.
Right. Well, I got into local about three and a half years ago, somewhere in that area, and I found that those clients that are so eager to pay you money, get you on board, and get you started and get their stuff ranked, you know, after about 3 months, they say, well, the work's done. Why am I still paying you? And they'll drop out on you. They won't take your phone calls. They won't send you your checks. They won't do anything. And if you're not ranking your own property instead of theirs, you don't have any recourse on. You know, other than to say, okay, I'm fixing to take it all away, and I'm going to take it to your next biggest competitor. But don't worry.
Right.
I'll probably see you again.
Right. And they do come back. That's the whole thing. They do come back, and when they do come back, I double the price. Because I'm like, you had your chance, you left, now, and I double the price. You know, and I get for it. I'm just like, yeah, you know, whatever. If you don't like it, then I'll go to your competitor. I don't care, because I know I can sell it.
Business is business, and, you know, they look at it that way, and they're going to get away with everything that they can possibly get away with. So you have to protect yourself. It sounds a little ruthless to somebody that has never been in that business, but once they get in that business, they understand it's really just a protection mechanism. It's not malicious or anything like that.
Yeah.
Luke?
And you know, yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You know, it's good. Go ahead.
Okay, Luke's saying he totally concurs because he's a web designer, and getting paid for your work is the toughest part of the job, you know, and you love your job, so you're going to keep on doing it. And
right.
people don't think that all this digital stuff is work. You know, they just take it for granted. That's what Luke has to say about it.
Yeah, I work 15 hours a day. I have 4 kids and a wife, and I take my kids to and from school, to and from their sports. You know, I work from 5 in the morning to, you know, sometimes 11 o'clock at night. And I love this stuff. I take my computer on vacation with me. I take my computer on camping trips with me. SEO stuff excites me because I like to understand how Google works, and then I usually can try to trick them. You know, it's yeah, it's work though. It's not like games all the time.
That's awesome. Now,
I mean, Rod, you know what my indexer does. It blows people's minds what it does, and it's just because you have to understand how they work, and then you just have to trick them.
Right, that's right. That's what I've been preaching that stuff for a long time and a couple of my longtime clients are on this call. Why don't you tell everybody about, well, let me say this, Howie's a good friend of mine. He started out as a client about 3 years ago, and he's with me on everything that I do. And he says, Roger, I love your no take no prisoner, no bullshit mentality. However, I think I love Holly. So that's coming from a New York guy right there, New York, New Jersey.
Well, that's pretty awesome. I mean, you got to have that mentality. You got to have the, yeah, I'm gonna take it over, and either you can come with and pay me, or you're gonna get left behind, and your competition's gonna come out with 50,000 extra a month. That's, you know, I just don't understand businesses why they can't pay their damn bill on time. That's the only thing that frustrates me, because I'm like, how much did I make you? I know how much I made you because I record the calls and I listen to the calls. And like My AC repair guy in Miami, he closed, I don't know if I told you this in North Carolina, Roger. Maybe I didn't. I was listening, and a mall called him, and he set up a contract with the mall for AC repair. I damn well know that contract was probably 40,000, something like that, and I got paid like $65. I'm like, damn. Actually, I got paid like $40 because since then we've raised. We were opt in a contract, and I went to him last week and I said, dude, I got to show you this. You know, we're ranking for 500 terms. I know I'm in a contract with you, but we're gonna raise the price by $65 because I'm getting screwed here, and I probably should have raised it by 200 or something. But he didn't tinker with me because I think he knows my mentality of, okay, you can keep me in this contract for 3 months, but when I come out of the contract, I can tell you you aren't going to be able to afford me. So you need to work with what I'm telling you. I'll take lower amount just so that we can get through the contract, you know? Yeah. So I know he's making a ridiculous amount of money off of my 500 terms that are ranking. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. Why don't you tell everybody about your indexer?
My indexer is called the Incredible Indexer. Excuse me. It's $24.95 a month, and you have 100,000 daily links. And at the moment, we probably do across, right now I have it on 7 servers. So right now we do probably 70 million links a day that are indexed, and 60% of those should be indexed. It doesn't, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's going to have footprints. Yeah, no, it doesn't have footprints. It does not build links. It does not have RSS feeds. It tricks Google into thinking it's something, and that's all I'm going to really say about what it does, but it's never going to be tracked back to where it's getting indexed at, basically, so you'll never have a footprint. You know, we have some of the big guys on there who use GSA who I've actually set up separate servers for them because they do 2 million links a day on them, and my other servers with my regular clients can't keep up with them. So you know, if you're a big hitter, I set up separate servers for you. I don't have a problem with that. It only costs me $40 to do it. You know, we compete with Nuclear Indexer, we compete with Indexification. The owner of that is actually on my indexer, and I swear to God he's sending links through my indexer, but that's whatever. You know, we definitely have some growing pains. It gets purged every few days because we have so much traffic coming in and out that it slows the database down, so we have to purge it. It takes an hour. You know, and then it comes back up. So some people are a bit cranky about that, but I'm like, you know, it's only an hour of downtime. For 100,000 a day, I would not complain about it, and it's only $24.95. We're double, you know, at first we came out with some really high packages to compete with Nuclear, and it's almost like we priced ourselves out of it. So we came back in and I said, you know what? Instead of like 1,000 daily, we're coming out with 100,000 daily, and we're only going to charge a fourth of what some of these other big companies charge, because it doesn't cost me anything more by having on 7 servers. So I know that my up cost is not going to be so large as like some of the places that say, well, we'll check to see if it's indexed, or we'll check to see if they're still there, or excuse me. Or they build links. My indexer is probably the cheapest, most efficient indexer that there is out there right now, and you know it's integrated with GSA. It's integrated with RankWiz. Actually, I have RankWiz on my indexer. It's integrated with Backlink Monitor. Those are the 3 programs that that I went out to get, and the indexer was built for me. So if it's built for me, particularly, then you know it can tolerate a lot of spam, and it can index those spam links, like tier 3 links that everyone talks about. It will index blog comments. It will index profiles. It will index guest books. It'll index, you know, PBNs. If you go look up my indexer on YouTube, the Incredible Indexer, I show it that I need to cough. I buy 6 websites that you can see me buying on Namecheap. I put them on a hosting, and I put it in my indexer, and it's not even, I don't even know if it's like 15 seconds. I go back and I check index on Scrapebox, and all 6 are indexed. So it works really good for PBNs if you're a big PBN person. So yeah, it indexes everything, you know. Obviously some are better than others, like PBNs are going to index at almost 100%. Some of the trashy tiers are still going to index, but you're not going to get 100%. You're probably going to get 50 to 60%.
That's incredible. I mean, you have literally...
Yeah, this is my baby. Yeah.
I mean, you've literally covered every base.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I had, you know, and it was a script that I had written by 3 different people, because I didn't want them, you know, I'm like a type of person that I don't want you to have like all of the keys to the puzzle, and I knew that the indexer would work the way that I envisioned it. So I had 3 different people code 3 different parts of it, and they were all college students, and so I knew that they were not interested in SEO. They wanted beer money, so I paid them $100 each to code the certain part of it, and then the last part I had to get an actual website creator, because I can't create a website. So then they all had to just put it together, basically. They all just did their own thing, and then it, you know, it was created.
That's awesome. All right, do you guys have any other questions? Okay, that looks like it's about it. Holly, thank you for sharing all that information.
Yep, it was good. It was fun.
Personally, I could sit here and listen to it all night long. I love it. I love what I do, and I can talk about this stuff 24/7. And I know there were a lot of new people on here tonight, but I think you did a very good job explaining everything. And the course is good. If you guys are looking for something to get into, if you're kind of in between shiny objects right now, or you just want to get completely rid of the shiny object syndrome, there's enough in this course to play with and keep you pacified, I'd say. It keeps me pacified. There's plenty to do, plenty of tools to work, plenty of angles to work, and this is real money. I mean, my partner is on here now. I see he just popped in a few minutes ago, and we have designed, like I said before, we've designed a nationwide business that's anchored by everything that Holly's going to show you in this course. So we believe in it. You guys saw my tools. My GSA is already running 24/7, and we're getting ready to set up some more. And I not only believe in it, I know this stuff works because I've done a lot of it before. And Holly's a real deal and a cool cat to boot. So if you guys have any questions at all, you can email me. I'm going to send everybody a follow-up email, and you can email me. I will send you a link to my Facebook traffic group, and we can talk about it there if you like, if you want to get some real-time answers later. Obviously, you'll probably wake up in the morning with some more questions that you want answered, so I'll send that link out tonight or tomorrow. And just let me know. I'll help you any way we can. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks, everybody, for coming.
Yep, thanks.
See you guys. Good night.